ومن أحسن قولا ممن دعا إلى الله وعمل صالحا وقال إنني من المسلمين.
Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. As-salatu was-salam ala Rasulihil Kareem wa alihi wa sahbihi ajma'in bi rahmatika ya arhamur rahimin. Dear viewers, Assalamu alaikum and welcome back to our daily reminders of heart softeners. As in Ramadan, this is the best time of the year to work on our hearts and make them more warm and more soft to accept the guidance of Allah Ta'ala. So today, our reminder is going to be about the example of the life of this world in contrast to the hereafter. A beautiful verse in the Quran, Allah Ta'ala tells us, know that the life of this world is only play and amusement. So play for the body, meaning, we kind of do things with our physical self, and amusement, maybe amusement of the heart, meaning we indulge with our emotions and with our inner feelings into different things in this life. Pomp means that when pomp and mutual boasting among you, meaning that we use our speech, our language to boast over each other, meaning I have more money than you, I have more children than you, or I'm more successful than you. And if you look around us, this is all that is going on, that people are either involved in play and amusement, or they're involved in competing with each other and boasting about themselves. And then Allah Ta'ala says, and rivalry in respect of wealth and children. This is what we boast about, and people compete for these things in this life. Then after telling us the reality of this life, Allah Ta'ala then compares it to something that we all observe. Allah Ta'ala said, its likeness is as vegetation after rain. So as we know, dear viewers, that when the rain comes down, the vegetation after that becomes beautiful, it's lush, it's shining, it's greener. So Allah Ta'ala said that this world is like that. For a number of years, for a number of times, it's like a vegetation after rain. It's beautiful, or it seems beautiful to us. It's lush, it's attractive, it's rich in color. Thereof the growth is pleasing to the tiller, meaning when we see the life that, or we are in that phase of life where all this is going on, the tiller, the person, and this tiller over here is understood as the person of dunya, meaning that this is the person whose focus is dunya. So Allah Ta'ala says, when thereof the growth is pleasing to the tiller. So this growth of the world, it seems like the vegetation after rain is pleasing to that tiller. Then it dries up and you see it turning yellow, but because it was temporary, because when the rain happens for a few days, we see everything is beautiful and lush and green, but then after a few days, it goes back to being dull and yellow, and this is what happens to the life as well. Then it dries up and you see it turning yellow, then it becomes straw. So after a few years of this show and pomp and amusement and this lush and this greenery, it turns yellow, or we can say it goes down, or we lose our health, we lose our the time, we are becoming old, or we are losing the capacity to do things in this world. Anything can be understood in this manner. But you see it turning yellow, then it becomes straw. So imagine that, dear viewers. What happens is that in the fall, first of all, when the trees are green and they're lush, then the fall comes and they start turning yellow. And then after that stage, all the leaves fall down and they cover the ground. And then we are walking on the ground, we hear these sounds of leaves being crunched under our feet. So Allah Ta'ala says, this lush green leaves, which were that part of the life where everything was beautiful, then it turns to like that. So this is what the world is all about, temporal. but in the hereafter there is a severe torment for the disbelievers, evildoers. But Allah Ta'ala says, this tiller, this person of dunya, who lives for dunya only and have no focus for the hereafter. And dear viewers, you will agree with me, the people who are just focused on this dunya are only focused on themselves. Rarely or maybe never you will see a person like that, sacrificing him or herself for a bigger good, for other people, because they're all about themselves. Then Allah Ta'ala says, for them in the hereafter there is a severe torment for the disbelievers, evildoers, because they only focused on themselves. They never cared about thinking for the purpose of this life. They never cared about Allah Ta'ala and what He has asked us to do in this life. But Allah Ta'ala says, but for those who understand the reality of this life, who understand the temporal nature of the world, and who use their time and their health in a better way, and they use these blessings of Allah to earn the akhirah, for them, they say, the Quran is telling us, and there is forgiveness from Allah. So dear viewers, Allah Ta'ala says, Inna Allaha yuhibbut tawwabin. So tawbah, forgiveness, the mention of forgiveness over here also tells us that there are those people who will be loved by Allah Ta'ala, and there is forgiveness from Allah and His good pleasure for the believers and the good doers, whereas the life of this world is only a deceptive enjoyment. So in this verse of the Quran, Allah Ta'ala is giving us the whole picture of the life of this world. This is what it is. So if you look at it, dear viewers, I teach a class on world religions, and the way the present generation is, there is a bad taste of religion. Yeah, and there is a history to it too. But when we talk about belief in God, many would say we don't want to believe in God because now, hedonism is the way of life. Hedonism meaning all the physical enjoyments of the world should be the priority. So we often talk about that. Okay, we can deny God. All right, we don't want to believe in God. We want to live a life free of fear. But can we deny death? Even if we do not believe in any religion, we do not believe in God, but is there a way to deny death? Which means that, yes, maybe we can deny the existence of God, but we cannot deny the temporal nature of this world. So Allah Ta'ala is, out of His mercy, telling us the reality. Work for something that is more permanent, because this is what the hereafter is. Wa akhiru da'wana alhamdulillahi rabbil alameen. As-salatu was-salam ala rasulihil kareem wa alihi wa sahbihi ajma'in. Jazakumullah khairan kathira. Dear viewers, I hope and I pray that you're having the best Ramadan of your life, and we are going to see you again with another reminder. Assalamu alaikum.
قد أفلح المؤمنون الذين هم في صلاتهم خاشعون والذين هم عن اللغو معرضون والذين هم للزكاة فاعلون والذين هم لفروجهم حافظون إلا على أزواجهم أو ما ملكت أيمانهم فإنهم غير ملومين.